Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I'm just trying to shelter out the wind here because it's very breeze today. Just having a quick look today at some of my slightly larger Soursop seedlings. I've probably got about 7 or 8 plants in total, and these are probably the best ones. This one's actually got 2 plants in one pot, so I've decided, as they haven't grown much, they've obviously been held back quite heavily by being pot bound, but I thought it probably wasn't a bad thing over winter because any sort of cuts down on any risks of root problems when they're pot bound, because they use up the water very quickly in the that's in the soil when you water them. However, keeping them pot bound like this also stops them growing, and I think they'd really benefit from being in fresh pots now, as I think they'll really take off. I've decided to trial them in the same compost that I'm using when I repot my citrus plants, which is what the Americans call a 5-1-1 mix, which is 5 parts of orchid bark to 1 part of perlite, and in the case of most of my tropicals I'm using 1 part of peat, because I think that slight acidity will benefit them. It also offsets the alkalinity of the perlite, because the perlite's slightly alkaline and the peat's obviously very slightly acidic, so the bark is fairly neutral. I'm adding a little bit of nutrients to the potting composts when I repot them, so what I thought I'd do is not actually do the repotting on camera because it drags on too long, but what I thought I'd do is see if I could separate the 2 out that were they're in the same pot and give them a chance on their own, and get these potted up and back into my kitchen. I'm not leaving them outside because they're pretty young plants, and Soursops are a particularly sort of tender tropical, and we have had a lot of cold wind in the last few days, so I don't think there's much point straining them too much, but I'll put them back in my kitchen and see how they recover from being repotted. So I'll come back to this in a minute when I've done the repotting. So here we are back again. I managed to separate them without any dramas. The 2 were in the same pot, so I'm going to give these a really good watering in a minute, give them a good drench, because it will have shocked the roots quite a bit, and it's a windy day today, and then I'll put them back inside in various positions in the house and see how they settle down over the next week or two. So these are Soursops. That's one of the Annona family. Can't remember the full Latin name at the moment, doesn't really matter, but not one of the cold hardy ones, but they produce much bigger fruit. Yeah, I think it's Annona Muricata now I think about it, also known as guanabana. Relatively easy to germinate from seed, but the challenge is keeping them alive after that, and how many years it would take them to reach a flowering size. But I thought it'd be fun to have a go anyway. So thanks very much for watching that short video, much appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, you can share it if you think anyone might be interested. You're welcome to subscribe to the channel. If anything I'm growing at all interests you, it's free, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you do want to see updates on these, or at least catch up with them when I next feature them in the video, then please remember to click on the bell so you know when videos come out. I will catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.